Hello, this is Father Michael Nasser coming to you from St. Nicholas Orthodox Church here in Grand Rapids, Michigan for this week's Midweek Reflection. And this week I am reflecting on Clean Week because this is the first week of Lent in our Orthodox Lent. This year it's also, in fact, today is the first day of Lent for the Catholic Church and the Protestant churches that observe Lent. But in the Orthodox Church, we don't start with the ashes. I talked about that last year. We start with the idea of being clean. Our first day of Lent was Monday. It's Clean Monday, but the whole week is called Clean Week. And the idea is that we clean out our lives both outwardly and inwardly. And so there's the old tradition of this is the week that you clean out all the foods that you aren't going to be eating. You donate them. If they're not good anymore, you throw them out. You clean out your cabinets, your fridge. You organize your living space. So a couple ideas. I think some of us probably haven't cleaned out our desks in a while. To take 10 minutes and clean off our desk and organize things. Maybe clean our car. Some of us let clutter organize and build up in our cars. So maybe think of a few things like that you can do during Clean Week. Maybe you take on one small project, 15 minutes every day for Clean Week, and just clean up your life outwardly. Those are helpful things to do as we try to live good, clean inward lives, to have our environment, the area around us clean and orderly. That can help. But what about the inside? What can we do to clean up our lives on the inside, to clean up our souls? That's the idea of Clean Week, is that we're getting rid of all of the accumulated sin and bad habits and unhealthiness. We're going to be doing all Lent long and hopefully all our lives, but really in Clean Week we take a dedicated effort to clean up and return to the state that God created us to be in. So just a couple things, I thought I'd give you a couple ideas. I think this is a good time to clean up our watching and our listening habits. For some of us, we put what we watch and what we listen to in a category separately than our spirituality. And we take in a lot of things that just aren't good. They aren't healthy. They're not holy. They're not pure. So it might be time to clean up our playlist on Spotify or whatever platform you listen to, or clean up your watch later list on Hulu or Netflix and say, you know what, I don't really have to watch that movie. It's probably not good for my soul, and it's not going to help. So cleaning up our watching and our listening habits. A lot of us could use help cleaning up our language. And maybe that's just picking one swear word at a time and just really focusing. And every time you notice, you say it, you say a little prayer, ask God to forgive you, and you focus on it. And ideally eliminate it, but maybe it's just reducing it every day or every week, or reducing the number of times those words come out of our mouths. Maybe one word at a time, reducing to eliminate. So we're cleaning up our language. I think a lot of us could really use some work cleaning up our schedules. I may have said this before, but the same people that confess that they have no time to pray because they're just so busy also often confess that they waste a lot of time, whether it's on social media or watching sports or whatever it is. So cleaning up our schedule and making sure that the schedule reflects our priorities, that we are first and foremost Christians. So there's time for prayer. There's time, especially this time of year, for services. There's lots of services. Right, we've been in church for the last, I think, 4 or 5 nights straight, and we've got another 5 or 6 to go before there's a night without a service. So that doesn't happen when you have a cluttered schedule. So cleaning up our schedules and making room for the things that are the highest priority, our prayer and our worship. And lastly, I think cleaning up our minds. A lot of us have a lot of not just bad things and sinful things, but not healthy things. Maybe it's, we remember a certain person and something they did to us. Yes, we have to forgive, but also try to say, you know what, I don't want to focus on that. To focus it on the getting rid of those thoughts. So when you have that thought, let's say it's somebody that they've hurt your feelings and you're working to forgive them, but the thought comes up a lot. It's like, when that thought comes up, I'm going to go immediately to, I love them, I forgive them, and, I say the Jesus prayer 5 times, whatever it is, but cleaning up our thought patterns and returning them. But you can't unthink something, so you got to decide what the thought you want to get out of the habit of focusing on and have a different one you want to focus on. And prayer is a great alternative, that when you have a certain thought, it's not healthy, it's not helpful, it's not holy, that when that thought comes, you're going to be watching for it. When it comes, you say, no, not going to take that pitch. I'm going to say the Jesus prayer. I'm going to pray. I'm going to think about the beauty of the world around, whatever it happens to be, but exchanging your unhealthy thoughts for healthy ones. So those are just a few ideas on how we can experience some cleanliness here in Clean Week, and I wish everyone a blessed Lenten journey. If you found this helpful, please share it, and God willing, we'll see you in next week's video.